teams have only matched up that many times. Like, I mean, that was since they've been Liquid, since they've been Nigma and stuff. But I don't know, in like 2 years of Dota, because of the way our DPC season works, and then like the struggles of getting to majors and everything, I feel like I see these other matchups in the European region way more than that. Does that make sense?
You mean like you feel like you see like OG Secret more?
Yeah,
more
OG
so
Secret, OG Nigma, and everything. I don't know.
But aren't they
it feels like
mathematically playing the same amount?
I guess
I would
issue.
think so.
Well, other than like majors and stuff, I guess, right? That's kind of the issue.
Yeah.
But what it's making me realize is that like it's crazy how much we spread our attention. I mean, we were kind of discussing this in the break, but like our attention to like other teams and other regions is just like so much broader in Dota now that I guess we don't really prioritize these. Like it used to be, you'd watch like Navi versus Alliance like 5 times in the same week. You know what I mean?
Good old days.
Yeah,
I mean,
were they the good old days? I don't know. We get better
you play
Dota
for
now.
half a year, and you only face one time in 2 seasons, like one each season, and perhaps you place each other at a major if you're lucky. And of course, both of these teams did make it to the major, so they did face each other a little bit more than average. But yeah, other than that, there's not really any third-party tournaments that provide the matchups that are just like these.
Like in 6 months, this is their 5th series versus each other.
We got to draft, guys. We got to draft.
Yeah, but
hey, yes, we
that's
do.
wild.
Okay, so we start with Io Luna on Team Nigma. That is the Luna for ILTW. I Luna to win. What was it, Trent?
There it is.
Luna to
you
win.
You got it.
There it is. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting answer in the Keeper of the Light with the Razor. Trent, what's your thought?
I do like the Razor. I think the hero's a little underrated. I feel like an idiot for going against the Luna like 4 times now for LTW, so I think I'm just done at this point, and we can pretty much call it. But the BKB refresher build, with like potentially even in the Aghanims, does seem like something that would be very strong at actually getting on top of this Luna and ruining her game. So it's clearly a prepared answer here from Liquid.
They also leave Terrorblade in.
Luckily for Luna, though, she doesn't necessarily completely rely on her right-click damage to put out damage, so Razor won't be able to completely shut her down. ILTW could opt for a more magic damage build, right? He may even look for, like, maybe not because he's playing with Wisp and he can just get reload out of the Link, but I've seen him in the past do, like, Hurricane Pike, E-Blade, right? Ags, you can kind of play it in a different way.
Aether Lens.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know about that, but possibly.
That was something.
In a pub near you. The Mars pickup from Nigma is very similar to the previous game. They picked the Mars in the same exact spot in the second phase. They followed this up with a Hoodwink next, which I could see them going for once again. Could also go for the Lion, which did stay in the pool. In previous games, it did get banned.
Yeah, a lot of options. It's actually Team Liquid that is taking heavily into their bonus time right now. They'll end up going for the Monkey King. They played this twice before. Both of the games they played it were losses. One time it was on Koifa, and the other time it was on Mickey. And that's a Snap Hoodwink pick still. And a Timbersaw coming out for Team Liquid there as well.
Also
a little
pretty
bit
quick.
De-synergized there, though, on the Monkey and the Timber.
Ah, yes. The anti-tree synergy. You always have to... think about
a little mindful.
Monkey can't find the Hoodwink though, right? With the tree jump, if the Hoodwink's hiding in the trees. I feel it's so funny now in Dota. There's just so many heroes that play with trees. You have to like think about their synergies and anti-synergies in regards to the forest.
Wind Ranger band.
Yeah, Mars Arena is gonna clear out a ton of trees too.
That's true as well. So Timbersaw was their 18 pick, which is 18 pick. The 4th slot for Liquid is usually their most powerful pick in the game. They choose to go with Timbersaw. However, I don't believe it's that great of a Timbersaw game. The hero does work well versus strength heroes like Wisp and Mars, but they have a good amount of magical damage, and Luna is one of the better carries on lane against Timbersaw. Timbersaw usually can force heroes out because he out-regens them, but with the Wisp being there to back up the Luna, I'm not sure that will be the case.
I think it is crazy how fast Liquid is drafting right now, considering the circumstances. I mean, I guess they used a lot of their reserve time earlier, but they are just like busting through these bans, and Nigma have so much time left to look at their 10th and final pick in this game. And Nigma clearly looking back in the past history, this Monkey King with the Ench was a really good way to try and like use the super early leveled Ench creeps. Like even if they only had level 1 enchant, they could still gank mid if it was a weaker mid laner just off of the pounce from the Monkey King. And so they're keeping an eye on those potential Taiga heroes here.
Do you feel like Liquid's heroes have been a good reaction to what they've seen?
The Monkey King, I don't know. I feel like they need something else to pull this together. They need some like tower push or something. But it's a position 4 hero, so that gets really awkward very fast. Overall, I think Nigma has like 4 of the absolute best heroes in Dota right now. And Liquid have heroes that are on the rise, but aren't like super busted.
Because you're often blind picking your heroes on the second pick. I feel like they knew exactly what they wanted on 2-3. They knew exactly what they wanted on 15-17 or the 3-4 here in the draft. And Liquid is, their job is they're tasked with responding appropriately to these. And I'm not quite sure that they have yet. And I'm a little concerned for them because Miracle is just going to have, I feel like both Nigma side lanes are going to be fine. And then Miracle is just going to have free reign to play like whatever the best hero might be. He's playing against a Razor, though. Yes. That can be a tough lane. It could be Razor or Monkey King if Liquid chose to be flexible with their lanes as well. True. And those 2 heroes check off a lot of boxes, right? I guess they're both sort of anti-melee, so...
And then I also think that they really want someone who pressures mid. Like, whatever this 4 is. What do you like?
This is a Queen of Pain game for Miracle. A really, really good game for it.
For the Razor, like the actual counter pick?
Yeah. I think Queen is the best hero against Razor.
I don't know if we've seen one of those.
Played 10 different heroes in the 10 games they've played so far, so we'll see what hero they'll go for this time around in their 11th game of these qualifiers. They are ticking out of time.
Not Tiger Willow.
Very, very shortly.
But I think they might Roamer. You should pick a Roamer. I don't think Willow is the best answer.
Ooh, the big game winner.
11 games, 11 different heroes as well.
Okay, nice. It is a response, right? It kind of is the opposite of Roam. He's going to just jungle, most likely. Timbersaw is a very self-sufficient offlaner, so you can get away with, leaving him alone for a decent amount after he gets like a level 3 or something. So good response from Team Liquid. I like that they're challenging Nigma with this decisive, black hole, right? Game 3, hype, anxiety, nerves, BKB black hole.
Oh, I've actually seen Mars versus Razor work before with the spear. Okay, we're not going to worry about it. We're just going for the TA. It's fine.
TA into Razor.
And to Nigma.
Okay.
You don't like it?
No, I don't like it. And we'll see how he does in lane. But I do think it's greedy. I think Luna wants to be the hero farming those Ancients. So if Luna somehow struggles in lane, I feel like Nigma's map is going to get very small. If Nigma manages to win both their side lanes, I can see the game going very well for them.
This is a tricore that can also contest stacks. Timbersaw, Monkey King, and Razor are all capable of like moving in there early, and we've also seen a lot of Timbersaw players now abusing the Ancients and actually farming them on the early end. Plus, you could farm them super fast with the Coddle because you can just like keep chakraing and chakraing and chakrumming. Whoa, it works in so many ways.
Miracle's pretty good at TA.
Who's gonna go forward?
I'll take Team Liquid. I'll take Team Liquid. I don't think this last pick TA was what they needed this game.
I kind of feel like Nigma are going to clutch it out if I'm being real. I love what Liquid have as tools, but I think that Nigma have a plan. Like they have all this time for the Miracle, and I think he's confident in the idea here.
Yeah, with the IO Luna as well. We've seen Luna win twice already in this series.
I'm feeling some regret right now.
Look at that Luna. That sounded me last draft. I chose it. I'm just like, oh shit, Luna.
Oh well.
I think if at least Tiger can get some farm going, it's going to be an exciting game, regardless of who's going to take this third and deciding game. Remember, it's all or nothing. Only winner goes to TI, and even if we win this one, still have 2 other teams to go through as well. We're going to find out who is playing against OG tomorrow in the lower bracket finals together with Lyrical and AY.
Thank you so much, Sheev, and a very undecided rest of the panel. They're bouncing back and forth. Is the black hole going to be enough? Is ILTW going to be able to carry again on Luna? What's your read on this game right here?
I think a lot of this game comes down to the laning stage. I mean, Timbersaw, in theory, especially on Darius, should get sort of murked by an IO Luna lane. You just have a lot of magical damage in, and like the extra attack speed combined with Luna makes it really hard. And then on the other side, you have, your classic Razor versus TA. Razor's always been one of the heroes that's supposed to be good versus TA, but Miracle has done really well in lanes this tournament, and I've actually seen TAs go pretty even in this. However, if Timbersaw gets more than he should, or if TA gets more than she should, sort of how the game flow is supposed to go completely changes based on that.
It'll be something to watch for. And I think it's going to be interesting as we see this smoke up again by Nigma, making that same type of play that we saw in the last game. But one thing that I think is going to be really interesting to watch for is not only that, but these rotations of the Monkey King. Because this has been kind of a Liquid special. We haven't seen that much success out of Monkey Kings in other places, as Mind Control going to walk on over and try and contest for this rune. Won't be able to get it, but it looks like they get 3 on Nigma. Is that right? Yeah, GH is coming back over and he'll pick up the other.
Pick up this last one. And they've also scouted the lanes. I mean, they already knew. I'm a bit surprised GH didn't go for the cheeky EXP snipe on the Enigma deny. I've seen that coming out a few times. I mean, Enigma, he hasn't been played that much. And Taiga, as we can see in the stat, he's one of the most played Enigma players, I think, in Europe in general. So I don't really know how this game's going to go at all.
All right, well, we'll watch it. I have already muted all of the players when the chat wheel spam came out, so you guys get to see it on the stream, but my feed is nice and clear, as, of course, the big frustrating part about playing into Enigma is going to be the fact that you just get less farm. Taiga's going to keep on denying out these range creeps every chance that he gets.
And Koikfa, he already got 3 denies on the first wave.
Ooh.
Mid. So he knows how to play this matchup. You can just play for these denies. Oh! The meld hit misses uphill or something there? I didn't quite see what happened, but that's a big deal because now Razor's going to free farm the rest of the creeps under his tower.
Very, very nice for Koikva, who's already off to a very good start here. Like you said, 4-4. And Miracle, he's going to head on back over afterwards and farm up the smaller camp. As you can see, Kuro getting pushed back a little bit by Insania in that top lane as well. So nothing really to write home about, except for, of course, like you're talking about, that disparity that sort of exists mid. Some of that CS that you're going to be seeing on Miracle will be just by virtue of those small camp creeps.
For sure. And he did get an additional bounty rune over Koikva. I mean, it's 3-2-1, so it's actually a 2 bounty rune advantage there. So his net worth it's still quite good now. And this lane, I don't think it's that bad for TA. It's more of an in-game matchup thing. Wait.
Yeah, they got the courier kill there. That was nice. He's got all this vision in the area while he's farming, so he just gets some free kills there onto the courier by Taiga. So he's going to be perfectly fine farming out this area. We'll see if anybody comes to try and contest him, as you can see getting hit by that meld strike. Miracle has to back away for the moment. Super frustrating to play against this Razor.
Taiga, he got the nice curse snipe. I like him playing in the enemy tower here, but he needs to go get this water rune. Okay, this is good. This is good. Because if you're going to play a jungler like Enigma, part of the strength is that you can basically go into an enemy jungle and check every rune. And this way, Koifa, he gets top water rune and Miracle gets nothing.
Yeah, that is definitely frustrating there. So, doing a little bit of rune control here and still just AFK kind of farming on the Enigma. Is Timbersaw really losing out much for this at all? Currently only 7 CS on Boxy, but has been able to get to level 3. So in spite of the lack of farm that you're getting on this Timber, he's at least getting some levels and starting to bring out some extra regen for himself.
Yeah, he's doing fine. He's gotten to that level 3. He's actually opted
Gank
for a 1-1-1. Oh.
Towards mid. Miracle trying to get a little bit aggro, but then recognizing the danger. Can they find this kill? Yes. Koikva. He's going to draw first blood.
And that's a big kill, because this impact as a jungler, like we're talking about, Timbersaw is getting slightly punished. He opted to go for the 1-1-1 build. He is level 3, but LTW is free farming. If you can influence another lane, like Taiga, he denies a little bit bottom. With this gank mid, he influences one more lane, sort of to shift in Liquid's favor. It's a really big deal. We might see Miracle sort of get snowballed on this game. Oh, okay.
Yeah, GH able to pair together with LTW, and Boxy just getting a little bit too aggressive, gets punished.
It's a really hard lane for Timbersaw, and you can actually see LTW. I didn't see it, but I feel like they broke a lot of trees with Tether and Quelling Blade, which doesn't allow Timbersaw to usually, chain around the trees and get away.
Again, this is, I feel like, what you need to do if you're Nigma, though, right? Like, with a Nigma that is free farming in the jungle as well. I just realized it's Team Nigma, and they're playing against Enigma. This is going to be great tongue-tied Dota all throughout here. but it does kind of have that feeling like they need to keep this aggression onto Boxy.
Yeah, I agree. You need to punish the fact that Nigma's making those rotations, and is a strong lane. Boxy, however, he's not doing bad. He got all the way to level 4. I feel like maybe it's an Nigma deny. Like, I didn't watch only this lane from the start, but I feel like they maybe could have punished him a bit harder than this. They did get the kill, so it helps, and he is only at 13 CS, so it's not like they aren't winning the lane or something. I just thought they might win it even harder than this.
Now, you can see that with a little bit of extra time and early start that we've seen from Mickey, it's Insania that's retreated back to the jungle, but also Miracle trying to clear out those other camp stacks. They're going to just both be kind of playing a little bit of PvE, it feels like, as they were only able to get that one stack there on the Coddle. Kuro comes back up top with Mind Control. Don't know how much they can really do against this Monkey King, though.
Yeah, I think
Very
Monkey
difficult.
King, as a hero, in the last patch, he got a lot of armor. I think it means his laning is just very solid. The reason this hero is not picked as much, I mean, Liquid picked it, I think, in their game versus Tundra, I believe, and ended up losing the game. They did get like 10k advantage or something, or like 14k at 10 minutes, something ridiculous, and still lost. It's because it's like mid game, so
Look at
we'll see
this.
how this lane translates.
GH getting pressured, but also they're bringing numbers over towards mid. They have a catapult wave here, and with Taiga bringing over those Eidolons, it's going to bring that tower down to about half HP. That is a lot of aggression, and Kuro actually has to make that big rotation in as well. So Boxy, in the meantime, down bottom, he's been able to pull this whole creep wave with himself, and they're also getting pressure onto the bottom tower. And yeah, you can see LTW now coming back in. They're doing a lot of things on Liquid to try and just like mess up these moves and make sure that the laning stage doesn't feel comfortable for Team Nigma.
Yeah, and that's great because Boxy, he's gotten this double wave, put it all the way in front of his tier 1, and he can sort of farm safely here. I say that, they're just right-clicking him. They do a lot of damage to him.
Bunch of right clicks coming in.
This is actually the Boxy classic, by the way. It's, you buy 2 selves. Most softwares, they bring 1 self. Boxy will always bring 2 selves, so he can just get eco a little bit more.
And gonna have to pop that one now, because that is the downside to having this giant double wave, is it will stay underneath that tower, and with the catapult, it's gonna start to pressure.
Well, another
Down.
courier snipe from Taiga, though.
Yeah, and Boxy still hanging out with this salve, but this tower, I mean, this ends up kind of working against Boxy now. The fact that this catapult stayed alive for so long, it's down to 200 HP. But a chance for a turnaround. Taiga makes that move. ILTW getting all the heals in the world, but will it be enough? No. ILTW, he falls. And GH not level 6, obviously, to get that relocate away. So really heads up stuff play coming here from Liquid.
Really good stuff from Koikva. And as you mentioned, like that tower, if he doesn't rotate there, it would have died. I think maybe Boxy a little bit over-ambitious to hold the double wave plus wagon in front of this tower. But it works out, and Insania, he's getting gone on at top rune. Just a free.
Yeah,
You
chase,
know,
chase.
You're just position 5, just a boy, trying to get some boards down.
Space created, yet again.
And look at the swing the other way. Boxy, he just takes bottom tower.
Yeah.
Was that 100 to 0?
I mean, they had a couple heroes on it with him, but yes, that basically
Okay.
was. It felt like there was some damage, but not a whole heck of a lot. And you can see Taiga coming and contesting this jungle of the Luna. ILTW doesn't have like free places to farm right now, it feels like. Everybody's all up in his grill.
Yeah, no, he had the good lane, but because of how Taiga was able to play it, and because of that Koikva TP, they really swung the pendulum bottom. And now Koikva, he has a DD bottled, he has a TP score up into 1. He has all the ability to make any play he wants on this map now. Boxy's even rotating to mid. This is a cool play. Just, you know, they gave something to Boxy, right? They allowed him some space, take that bot tower, and he immediately pays it back to his team by... I was
By
gonna say,
walking
putting
away to
extra
farm
pressure.
jungle.
Yeah, walking away. Nah. I mean, I look stupid now. But I
fine,
thought
don't
it was
worry.
going to be a cool play.
It happens to the best of us, and Taiga's going to be the one that gives him that extra bit of farm and room. I mean,
All right. So he gave him the confidence and moral support to take this tower.
exactly.
That's what he gave back to his
there
team.
you go. Nicely played.
Yeah. But like he still is sort of the sack core, right? Like he's lower than his Enigma by a lot. He's the lowest core by far in the game. So they're just continuing to give him a bit of space, catching up with his double, triple stack.
This
And
is a
there's
smoke
fair
now.
chance here.
Yeah, they're coming to try and take this.
Why don't they pick up their garbage?
I don't know. That's a very good question. As Miracle just comes in, snipes away those stacks, trying to take a couple more on his way out as well. Oh, Boundless
Pointless
Strike not going to
coming.
connect. Looking for the chase a little bit here. But they will just be able to bully back Nigma out of their own jungle and starting to get a little bit of pressure on the mid, but it's really not much. And Sanya's like, guys, look, you dropped this. Take it, Foxy. Put it in your inventory. It's good for you. He
I
doesn't
think
want it.
Boxy was too excited that he got the Ironwood tree. Always a favorite of Timbersaw players, as it gives you something to latch onto with the Timber Chain.
True enough. Oh, Taiga getting chased a little bit by Kuro here. Goes for the bushwhack play. I don't know if this is... Oh, but the relocate, that's why. Nice combo. They move on in and able to set up for that kill.
Oh, and he snipes a courier. Really good heads-up play by Croak. I didn't know what he was doing either, to be honest. He ran our solo, and he's getting gone on, but he has a bushwhack here. He has a bushwhack here?
Yep, trying to run away. This is a lot of pressure out from Quakefa. Has the plasma field back up again. Will it be enough? No! Kuro gets the scurry away. Very well done. And in the meantime, you can see that it's not really that substantial of a gold lead, but the sort of stratification of all this net worth is
Look
weird.
at the creep bottom. Croaky is missing onto this kobold for some reason.
Yeah.
It's just hitting him.
I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. Is it killing him?
No, he was hitting it, and he was missing on it. I don't know what's happening. Like, is this low ground or something? Sorry, back to the game. The more important parts.
Fine. He just leaves the
I get
kobold
really
there.
caught on weird mechanics.
That's perfectly okay. Yeah, they leave the kobold behind. That's not necessary. You can see that making this move down bottom again, LTW, they're even going to glyph this wave for the moment. Trying to keep alive that top tower is what's going on as Mind
Quite
Control is
this
pressuring with the
bottom
Mars. And Kuro. Well, they do have Sentry Ward down, actually. So they spotted Quakefa as he headed back up to the north. And they will retreat away together now. In the meantime, that mid tower did go down.
They get mid tower, but I feel like this top tower for Liquid, there's no way this tower dies. Like, they know Relocate is on cooldown. They saw a couple of heroes.
And they take down Insania now.
And Relocate's back up, but it just felt weird. I guess they're scared of the... Like, they're scared to overcommit resources there. Oh, the Relocate's off.
Arena trying to take him down. Mickey in some trouble here. Can they kill him off in time? Looks like the answer is yes. One last punch from LTW gets the job done. The battle back and forth. This one's looking like it's going to be close. Taiga moving in, wanted to find a black hole there on the Miracle, but was just a bit too far away.
And these two relocates, the first two relocates of the game, sort of showing why Wisp is such a feared hero against Team Nigma. I think this hero's not played by most teams, but it's always been auto-banned against Nigma. But because of Miracle's play, actually, they banned out both Invoker and Lina this game, which allowed them to get the IO this game, and it's looking really good.
Doing everything that they need out of it, at least at the early going here. Miracle currently top net worth, and they do run into Boxy, but that is not an easy kill if they don't have certain heroes. Although they move now into Quakefa. Oh, they got to be careful about that link. That's really scary. So they won't go in for the chase down. How does Miracle keep doing this? Like, he's playing on like what everybody is saying is the quintessential counter to him in lane against the Razor, and he's still having such high net worth.
I mean, to us, I don't think Razor beats Tia in lane that hard. We saw even in the lane, Miracle would just go do some hard camp stack. It's hard for Razor to run in, especially as soon as TA gets to level 6. It's really good as an in-game matchup, and it's a good tempo hero. We saw Quakefa, you know, with that early TP bottom. That's because mid was going so well, right? Like, Razor will still farm a lot. But a little bit of a low, I feel like. Maybe it's to do with the lineup. I mean, none of Liquid's cores do anything like the Mars, you know? Like, no one just sets up a fight for them. And it's looking to be a bit revealing because while Nigma... Like, Liquid had the gold advantage, but Nigma has made all the recent moves.
Miracle walks away. He's over in the mid, but there's a smoke up coming right now from Liquid. LTW hiding out in the bot. Miracle did just get his Blink Dagger delivered. Oh, he didn't get it off! Eul Scepter lift up has the blink afterwards with the refraction, but it gets canceled out there. Bushwhack afterwards. Trying to chase down, looking for the finish, and they're going to get him. Miracle caught and killed. Oh, that is a big win right there for Liquid, and
They're wrapping on bottom too.
they're thinking about it. GH still
LTW
has
doesn't have
relocate.
Eclipse.
Oh, they have relocate if they need it. Thinking about popping it now, and yeah, they're going to use it to get LTW out of there. Eul Scepter lift up, though. They got him caught in a way, and now he's dead. They take down LTW. GH interrupted, and a double kill for Boxy. Is they're going to take down and try and pressure this bottom tower. Liquid making it work here in this game number 3 decider.
And a rare misstep from GH there, just barely not timing out the relocate there. Honestly, it's very hard, and he might have been afraid that he had to mech his Luna there. But what a great punish by Koikva. You know, clicking that yield, stopping the relocate. I said that they didn't have, like, it didn't feel like they had any moves to make, because, you know, they have Timbersaw Razor Cores, but you know, they completely proved me wrong, because they picked a Monkey King 1 position. What this hero does offer over other heroes is that he can come to these fights early and set up kills with Boundless Strike. It was the same actually in his game against Tundra, so I actually should have known this, but I didn't realize.
fine.
And yeah, no, that looked fantastic. Just chaining kills, getting map control, taking this very early tier 2, so now you can take the enemy outpost. Things are looking up for Liquid here.
They're doing what they need to do. And for Nigma, on the other hand, you know, a little bit of stress. They still have these top 2 net worth heroes. You've got the TA, you've got the Luna. We've seen them be able to carry with them before. The question is, are they going to be able to have those supporting casts in the position that they need to make it work? As Insania will just give his life away yet again. A nice pick off there by Miracle. This is what they need. Any of these little kills to start elevating that net worth a little bit. As trying to run and find somebody here. They won't be able to catch up to Taiga, it looks like. As Mind Control just takes out that creep wave, they take back over their outpost. And it does look like they're going to reset a little bit for the moment.
And I do want to mention that Miracle, I think he made a very good decision this game. You're playing TA with an Io Luna. There's not going to be enough farm on the map for both of you to hard farm. The usual TA build is just drag onto this 1 second bottom.
Looking
Are
for
they
this
hunting?
now. They have that Blink Dagger on Taiga now.
There's not going to be... Oh,
Underneath a ward, too. This could be an opening here. The rest of them are connecting. They want to try and run down anybody, but it looks like Nigma, good read of the map. You've got this TA that's farming up top, and then the rest of them get out of bottom.
yeah, and I think a lot of their ability to read the map is because of the fact that Miracle, instead of opting for that faster Desolator, he goes for Blink Dagger, and it allows you to push lanes further. So now there's all this info on top. It prevents his team from dying bottom, and it nets him the kill in the Coddle. Really good decision making from Miracle on the item choices, I think.
And so often, I feel like we've seen these games that can go the distance. Like, obviously, big win for Liquid being able to take out that bottom tier 2 tower and now just holding on to this outpost. But so often, it's been about like these item timings and teams actually getting those mid-game fights working in their favor. This doesn't feel like it's just going to be a complete and total wash, at least. You've got some avenues to fight for Nigma. But Liquid, definitely a little bit more in control of the map at this point. Where do you see Liquid going now? Do you start thinking about a Roche? You've got the Solar Crest done on Nigma.
I think you should be content playing the map. It's not like you don't go for moves, but if you go for a big objective like Roshan into this Mars Arena Eclipse, it could end very badly for you. You sort of want to wait for your Enigma to get his timing, poke at them in side lanes. You know, Monkey King's going BKB, Enigma's going BKB, Razor almost has his BKB, and then once you can all turn golden, you flip the switch and just, it's go time.
Okay.
Nigma do know about this though, so they're smoked up. They don't want to let Liquid get to BKBs for free.
And a quick jump in there. They find Insania yet again, so he will drop. Miracle again picks up that kill, but he was able to push out that top wave first. So they're kind of in this jungle without an objective to turn to, and down bottom, Taiga is keeping that pressure on. They're pushing out the mid wave as well. All across the board, Liquid doing a good job of just letting Insania die. That's sort of his lot in life at this point.
That is pretty much your goal. If you're waiting for a timing, like you can see he died there, but we saw the gold lead dip to went up to 3k for a second there.
Right.
Despite the kill, because that's your job as a 5 position, you create the space. Miracle does have the Desolator now. I would like to see Nigma sort of push the tempo by going for that Roshan. As long as they can maintain vision control and they don't get caught out by some insane black hole, I think it's a fine fight for them.
Well, it'll be something to watch for as mind control. Ooh, right by Taiga. Spots the both of them. Oh, good blink away. Mind control trying to chase, but can't quite catch up. Kuro hunting, gets him with the bushwhack. And will they be able to find the full punish? Sharpshooter comes out, a couple more catches, looking for the kill, but the black hole to try and turn it. Oh, wit! He got pushed out of it. Kuro, oh, the blink away from Taiga. Manages to escape, and Mickey finds him in the trees. First black hole gets Taiga a kill. Looking to get away. He's underneath vision this entire time. Spear, he's alive on 38 HP. But in the meantime, look at the big win that they're getting on Nigma. They get the Aegis for Miracle.
And that's an Aegis into sort of, it's not quite Liquid's timing, but anytime you get a BKB on a core hero, you sort of feel like you want to go fight them. Anything that makes it unable for you to go fight them, like, you know, net worth disadvantage or an Aegis, makes you just feel a little bit worse because you have less options in Dota. You can't do exactly what you want. So now Monkey King and Razor have BKBs, but it's not clear what they want to do anymore.
And for Nigma, they're attempting to get some pressure onto this map, see if they can take down. That was a lot of denies in a row there from Miracle.
That was like 1,300 damage and a courier snipe from a billion range because that's how TA works now.
That's silly. That's absolutely silly. But yeah, they're gonna take down this tier 1 tower mid. I mean, with Black Hole on cooldown, why not? So Nigma finding their footing in this game number 3. Again, elimination on the line for both of these teams. And Miracle, he wants to go for the thing that people were talking about being broken for a while. He's queuing up that Aghanim Scepter instead of going for BKB.
I think it makes a lot of sense this game because you can look at ILTW's item choice as well. He's gone for that early Hurricane Pike. If you look at the heroes on Team Liquid, both the Monkey King and Razor, they're really bad against carry mobility because you want to get these carries in your ring. Okay, he pikes out or pikes you out. Same for the Static Link where Miracle can just jump out of it with that psionic projection.
You can see out of LTW's 9 games, second lowest at this point. It has definitely been a tough one for ILTW.
They're finding Taiga
but he's still one of the highest in the game. And yeah, Taiga gets caught by the bushwhack, the turn, the burn, the finish. Taiga goes down, but up top, they're looking for ILTW now. Seeing if they can get him. GH, he has the relocate, hoping to get him out of there in a second, and they will. Oh, it was a good attempt there by Insania to get the blinding light to break the tether, but it won't happen. And that is going to be an IO dead. But ILTW, he'll live through it.
Yeah, Nigma will take that trade any day. I think the one win condition that is looming this game is just no matter what happens this game, there are no real Enigma Black Hole cancels. So there are 2 counters left. There's Wind Waker and Aeon Disc. These are the only counters to Black Hole. But they're very hard to buy, to be honest. And Aeon Disc isn't even guaranteed. So as soon as he gets that BKB, they no matter how this game goes, Liquid can always still win this game with like some good spellcasting.
Well, we're 22 minutes in now, and Nigma have been able to secure all of the tier 1 towers across the map. They've got really good traps that are spread throughout. This has that feeling like, at least for now, they just want to control this map. And how close are we now? We're about 700 gold away from Miracle getting that Aghanim Scepter. So what's the play style that you want to do if you're TA in this game with the Aghanims? What's he looking to accomplish with this?
I mean, you can join Pickoffs anywhere, which is pretty crazy with an IO relocate as well, right?
Taiga?
They're catching mind control.
Or who's catching who? Well, they're trying to find that finish on the Taiga, get the kill, mind control, TP's out afterwards, and I think he's good. They were hunting up there, placed down a good ward, and managed to take down the Enigma.
Oh man, and Kuroki gets out too. There's a relocate. They're going for more here.
Looking for round 2 of this one. Insania in some trouble. These guys are crazy. Eclipse comes out. Insania's gonna lift this. If GH dies right now, oh, this is horrendous now for Nigma. As they're gonna lose ILTW, gets brought down. The greed owie.
Ooh, that's a certain series of numbers coming out in Twitch chat right now, I believe. Because that entire play, like MC and Kuroki, they make this huge play. They force all of Liquid's heroes there. They kill off the crucial, again, Enigma, slowing down his farm. But if you bring all the heroes there and then go to the same area again, you're basically asking them to kill you. Because you know exactly where they are. You brought them there and they're like, okay, bonus kill. And it happens to be on GH and your carry, which is huge. And Just an unfortunate. I don't know who called that because IO relocates are a team decision, but
Right.
it just results in such an unfortunate situation for Team Nigma.
Well, that is given a little bit of new life here to Team Liquid, and Miracle, he's got the Agnum Scepter done now. Can try and go for these sort of spread out plays, but how close are we now to BKB for Taiga? He's about 1,000 gold away. This game, it feels like it's going to go the distance.
I think so too. I think this is going to be a long one. There's actually one more Black Hole BKB cancel for Enigma this game. It's actually TA's Meld Strike.
Okay.
TA actually gets a lot of range, so we might see that come into play because I agree. It doesn't look like either team can eke out an advantage this game, really. I mean, the 2 cores on Nigma are really farmed, but Liquid in general, their net worth is a very strong, like, fundamental middle.
Got to be careful here on mind control. The Solar Bind, the slowdown, Spear, just get the separation. That ward scouts all of the movement in this direction. And after the Illuminate Blast...
Miracle's going to double mode.
They're thinking about turning on this. Mickey, got to be careful. Backs away. Mind control has Blink back up if he wants to go. Ooh, good Glimmer Cape, keeping Mickey alive. Sharpshooter also off the mark. Nice reaction there to not give up any other heroes.
It's so much minus armor. Just the double meld plus Desolator. I wonder if he's going to take the extra meld minus armor, seeing as how like Miracle makes a lot of plays. Normally, you like almost always get the meld dispels, but I mean, it takes off Enigma Keel, some Solar Crest, some Solar Blind.
Yeah,
but
Blinding Light.
He almost killed Mickey in like 3 hits there. If he had another 6 minus armor, I think Mickey dies there.
It's going to be something to watch for. As, oftentimes obviously you sort of get that bonus when you're in the Wukong's command. But that's sort of the nature of this TA build, right? Is that you're always going to be potentially open for attack if you just don't have the vision around you. Taiga up top, looking for something here maybe. Gets down a ward. Only scouts out right there. Needs to kill off those trees first. But they do spot ILTW and IO, but they're not going to go for anything. Yeah, just TP's back to the rest of the team. You can feel the tension, though, in this game. It's really on a knife's edge.
Yeah, it really is. And I feel like a bit of a missed opportunity with that ward. The Luna and the Wisp were close enough, and I think Razor could have made it to connect if they had started running earlier. But they do back out, and they have a really good read on the map for Nigma right now. They had top lane pushed in all the way because Luna got to send Manta Illusions. Bot lane, Mind Control was straight up just hitting a tier 2 on Mars. And Miracle, he's just controlling a lot of the vision this game with his traps. It's not easy for Liquid to go for these moves, and they're going for the smoke. This is also a bit desperate, because your lanes are bad. They need to connect right away, or it's going to be scouted out.
Looking for it. ILTW back behind that tier 1 tower. That would have been a perfect opportunity. But you can see, he passes by the ward, though. They're going to spot him now. Do they decide to go back up that direction? Looks like they're looking for more, but you can see down bottom. Nigma feeling very confident with themselves. They're going to take this tier 2 tower, and I mean, this liquid smoke, we'll see if it connects or not, but
there's a lot of vision for Radiant.
Yeah, and the smoke wears off now. They're walking into the vision that they have on the side of Team Nigma and going to jump forward. They break down the tree. Is this really the play that they want to go for, though? Seeing if they can find this finish onto Mickey. Engaging in this fight, Mind Control now in a little bit of a trouble as ILTW goes in for the relocate. Where's Taiga? He's moving over from the side. Kuro's right on top of him, though. Mind Control brought down low. Do they have anything else left? Black Hole onto nothing. Taiga can't connect, and Nigma just played that perfectly.
Yeah, GH just relocating ILTW after the timer out. And honestly, I talk about Black Hole counters. I completely forgot about the Wisp. I don't know. I don't see this hero that much, but it is one of the best saves versus Black Hole in the late game. And there, at the end of relocate, you just bring your target back with you, whoever's tethered, even if you're stunned or used or whatever disables. And Nigma, they're not done yet. They're going.
Looking for more. No Black Hole available. They do get the link off, but already dead on Mickey. Can Quakefa do this all on his own? Trying to bring down one. They have the Boxy in there to break through the refraction. Miracle getting brought down low. Oh, but he gets out. Dude, that sonic projection so good. Turns now on to Boxy, trying to finish him off. He's just tickling him, and it's not going to be enough to find that kill. But yeah, the relocate away from the Black Hole, so solid. and proven to be the answer that they need.
Ooh, and that was sort of like the BKB reveal on Liquid. They're taking these fights, and all 3 of their cores, I mean, I consider Enigma a core, so 3 out of their 4 cores have gone for the B. Oh, they caught Koikva mid.
Oh, good Force Staff, though. Insania saving Koikva. Turning out, trying to get him. Is he low enough? Eul Scepter afterwards. They have any other save. Boxy gets the disarm off, but they couldn't take care of Miracle, who comes in, cleans up. They have buyback on these heroes, but you don't want to have to use it.
All of a sudden, it's a 7k gold lead from Team Nigma, and they're knocking on the base here. They still have Mars Arena. They have their BKB on Mars backup.
Oh,
they want to go.
Looking for it. Nigma, they're up 7,000 gold right now. And trying to take down something here. Another Force Staff keeping Boxy all fine and dandy. Sharpshooter not going to connect onto anybody. And Liquid, they managed to hold their high ground.
And Miracle, he did go for that meld armor reduction at level 20. And you can even see during that play, he was setting up mid in case anyone tried to push out that lane. I would like to see him leave a trap in the fountain, just so you don't have to TP back at all. He did have to expend his TP last time, but it's a small thing considering he just jumps into Roshan and can start doing the objective right away.
Do they recognize this? Oh, Taiga is 30 seconds away from Black Hole. Yeah, they're moving over this direction already. The rest of Nigma is here. Kuro there to try and break the smoke. They jump on him, though, right at the start. Find that kill. And Nigma, do they want to tempt fate? They have Arena, they have BKB, thinking about it. But Black Hole off cooldown, 15 seconds. They're buying back now. This is the fight right here for Nigma. If they can make it happen, jump forward, tries to get the backlines, but the BKB comes out from Mickey. Koikva tries to get the link off, not going to connect. They could jump now with BKBs down low, but there's still one more BKB available. That's really important. Taiga in the backlines. He's got that Black Hole ready now. Nigma, where are they going to go to? They have relocate also. Kuro queuing up that sharpshooter. Roche down. 2,000 HP. Slowly but steadily, they're trying to get this. Where is the opening? Wukong's command is now down, and Aegis, it's just in their hands. Liquid get it. What a play.
But
Liquid with the call out.
Miracle actually took bot racks during that. He identified that they could not fight Roshan. So despite Liquid being up down 8k gold, they get the Roshan. And the compensation is, you've taken bot racks. I don't know who comes out ahead in that. I think Liquid are happy, to be honest. You have to be happy, because Aegis is your win condition. The other counter to Black Hole that exists in every Dota game is just have a second life.
True enough.
So now that they only have 1 life on Team Nigma, I mean, buybacks aside, which is also a counter to Black Hole.
We're finding a lot of counters to Black Hole.
Nah, it's, I mean, they're like not real counters, so right? Like the real counter is he uses Black Hole and you drop your Warlock Rock and he just feeds. But there are like counterplays, I should say, to it. And Aegis is one of the best ones, and now that they don't have it, you can sort of commit in with this Black Hole, hopefully get 2 cores so that IO can't relocate both of them out, and win a fight that way. It's a glimmer of hope from Liquid from that play.
There are some problems here, definitely, that they're going to have to address, though. Like you mentioned, this sort of game plan that we're seeing from Nigma has looked quite strong over the last couple of minutes. Insania was, I think, the one that picks up that Aghanim shard, so they've got the recall now.
Oh, they gave it to Taiga, actually.
Okay.
Insania bought his own because recall is really good, but now they have, that maybe you're black holing, GH goes to save zone, and the shard pulls him in. It's a surprisingly good shard. I thought it was a meme when it came out, and it sort of still is, but it's actually quite strong.
Something to watch for. Also picking up that Shadow Amulet afterwards. Interesting for Taiga.
Okay, so he knows that Nigma. I almost said Team Miracle, but like maybe it is. He knows that Nigma are just gonna push base. So how he can set up for a good black hole is he can sort of just Shadow Amulet near his Raxes. There won't be sentries because you still have that tower, and just blink in and get this unexpected black hole. It's like a better smoke, effectively.
Well, looks like we have reset again. 9,000 gold lead for Nigma, but that matters significantly less than what type of map control you got. And luckily for them, they also have the Rax pushing in constantly down bottom. Miracle is getting set up here a little bit.
He's
trying
just
to find a double
constantly
meld.
doing this.
Yeah.
And now the double meld, that's minus 28 armor. Even if Timbersaw is on max stacks, he might get solo killed by Miracle.
Monkey King Broken, glimmered, backs away. Shot comes out, Lucent Beam afterwards, creating a little bit of separation. And it looks like they are going to back away again. Now, they do have Miracle, obviously, the ability to get anywhere on the map right now. But Liquid just going to sit here and pressure around this side of the map. All right, 4 heroes.
Look at the
Foxy
trap.
showing mid.
Look at the trap coverage bottom, though.
Yeah.
He just has traps everywhere. And this game is interesting because Liquid also have a global mechanic in the recall, right? So your normal TA Aghanims pressure / relocate pressure, it's not quite as impactful as it normally would be.
Well, again, up top, LTW flirting around with him here. Taiga's still staying invis.
Smoke up from Nigma behind our Luna, who gets some night vision.
Okay, Taiga going to blink away. The rest of Liquid need to be careful. Has blink on cooldown. Looking for him. Tries to find a BKB turnaround. Taiga drops down that midnight pulse. Bikke there right on top of him, draining the mana from mind control. Follows in. BKB there. Taiga, he's already used his BKB. Jump forward. The black hole into the 2 cords. And the Wukong's command right on top. But they get the blinding light pushback. It's not going to be enough to make the kill happen. ILTW will go down, but they get Miracle out. Looking for more, though. No, they don't get him out. The Hex, it wasn't far enough away. And now the chase down comes. Liquid surging forward. Boxy finds the kill. GH also to go down. They wipe them all.
Taiga got found at the beginning of that fight. He had to pop BKB early, but the patience from Team Liquid, they just baited them all in. I think the blinding light, it canceled the tether, right? Like it stopped the relocate. I didn't quite get to see that because
I think it did, but it also pushed TA out of the black hole. Yeah,
I mean it didn't matter. They stopped the save, and
right.
That was a super good fight from Team Liquid. I mean, obviously they got a 5-0, but the execution was amazing because it's hard to black hole this game without your BKB. You know, 1 beam, 1 spear, some stupid bushwhack from Furry, and your black hole's going away. But the patience and everything, they've completely turned around this game.
Look at this. Miracle's still dead for 40 seconds, and Liquid trying to claim a Rax of their own now. You've got Boxy that's ready to go with the flamethrower here. And obviously, they would love to get a buyback out of anybody. We'll see if Nigma will oblige, or if they're going to try and hang on to those. But
the
melee Rax is the
Razor
call.
as well.
Yeah. So less than 1,000 gold leads separating these two teams, as Liquid will claim the mid-racks and now look to back out. Oh, but the catch! Oh man, Mind Control is pissed. ILTW right on top of them, and they'll find Boxy.
Maybe stayed a little bit too long, but you have to still be happy with Team Liquid. They got the racks, but I think they're gonna go on Nigma. They know there's no Black Hole, now there's no Timbersaw. They really want to catch someone here. They have the global potential from TA, so she's gonna be able to push out any lane they need her to.
Miracle currently just hanging out there up on a cliff for a moment, blinks down afterwards, and look at this. Liquid recognizing that inherent danger, they back up all the way to their fountain, basically. And oh, look at the item that they got. Taiga picks up the ninja gear.
Ooh, that's a good one. That has to be the best tier 4 for Enigma. It's not usually that highly sought after in terms of the tier 4s, but it's really good on Enigma this game. Just being able to get that surprise jump onto your opponents.
Well, we saw part of the reason as Boxy's courier's going to go down. That was his Aeon disc. But I think that part of the thing that we're seeing here too is like just when Miracle and LTW were that close together, you catch both of them in the black hole, that's like 50k net worth that's just gone because they can't do anything. And they're still incredibly farmed. We'll have to see what the team fight looks like if they don't get caught by the black hole, but it feels like Taiga each and every time has just been able to be there on point.
I like what you just said though, actually, about the net worth being gone. Because if you look at Liquid's heroes, like even some Ayaskadi on Monkey King, some Blinding Light, you know, the Razor Static Link, a lot of their heroes, they just reduce how effective the net worth is coming out from the Nigma heroes. Even like, you know, Halberd, Hex, they're just going to disable their way through and sort of sustain these fights. I mean, if the game goes long enough, I think it's very hard for Nigma's heroes to fight into Team Liquid's. Just a combination of Monkey King, Razor, and Enigma late game. I think it just outscales Luna TA, and they know this. That's why they're smoking up. they're not desperate, but they understand that there's some pressure for them to make moves. They want to get map control at least before this third Roshan.
On the way to do that, get all those lanes pressured out. Of course, Nigma does have Black Hole back up again.
Oh.
Trying to queue up that refresher.
I love these random bushwhacks from Kuroki, just into the
Right.
trees. He almost caught Mickey there. I don't think it would have been a good fight, but it's good. It's like a good thing to think about. You know, make Mickey feel a bit of fear.
Smoke up now. Boxy, again, not in it, but can obviously relocate afterwards once the fight starts to begin. And the blink back afterwards from Miracle as well. He's going to retreat. 2 minutes until Roche is going to respawn while Liquid are hunting.
Yeah, it's a very tense period of time because Liquid, they want to sit back here, I think, a bit. Or they would want to sit back here a bit. You'll get your 25-1 kicking chill a bit. But they don't have any real way of scouting Roshan. Meanwhile, there's just going to be a TA trap in there chilling. And you sort of have to maintain control over this area as Team Liquid.
Ward placed down by Kuro. They spot Quakeva as he heads out that other direction. The wraparounds walks into vision yet again. We didn't really talk about it a ton, but Boxy's sheepstick was really imperative for finding that kill onto the TA a little bit earlier. And after Courier goes down, won't have that Aeon disc, but looking to get it soon here. As Miracle will keep that pressure out on all the lanes. Finishes off the Swift Blink. And both for mainly Liquid, the map very dark right now. They have these two wards, one of them right on top of where the outpost is, and the other one down the mid lane a little ways. But it's definitely, like you said, hard for them to get any type of a vision out here, as Miracle's waiting right on top of one of his traps, ready to go with the meld strike if somebody walks up here.
Miracle, he's actually opted to go for the Swift Blink. He does not have a BKB or an MKB against a Blinding Glove Kodo. However, he picked up the nice little flicker item which dispels that for him. Maybe able to get him outside a monkey ring or static link. I mean, I talk about flicker as this really strong item a lot, but I think it's even better than normal this game. There's just so much he can disengage from. We might see him dodge a black hole with a flicker this game.
Or, you know, the random element to it. We might see him flicker into a black hole.
That is true. That's a good point. And flicker, it's easy to see all these like insane positives to it, but you're right. The wrong one, maybe you're a bit further into the static link, or you cliff yourself and you just lose your team the game.
It's a possibility. Never know. But this gold lead, every time that feels like the map state is just sort of passive, it's Nigma that are starting to build back up that lead again.
RTW, he does have his BKB finish, and I think you're right. They just have more of the map to play with just because of this Agnes from TA, you know, the nature of their lineup with the Wisp relocate and the Manta from Luna. And Luna, IOTW, he does have the BKB finish right now. I don't think there's any specific new timing that Nigma wants to look for now. They're basically just looking for the best fight they can get. Hoodwink has picked up a basher, so he can bash the Enigma during the Black Hole, by the way.
Okay, all right.
That's I don't know.
Dude.
Maybe it's good.
10% chance?
The jumping
Vision.
Kuro, though.
Right on top of him. He's in trouble. Kuro, dead. Right click comes through. Mind control afterwards. They buy back. Boxy jumps in. Quakeva trying to drain now onto Luna. See if they can find that finish. Able to get him away for the moment. Coming back in just a second as they heal back up. ILTW. Are Liquid going to give up this area of the map? There's creeps currently going into the tier 4s of Liquid. Bushwhack connecting now onto Boxy. Mind control spear going to connect. Where are they going next? Miracle is still pushing out the other lanes. He's pushing in mid. Up to the north, Taiga still scouting out this area. They need to send somebody to deal with this, but the Meld Strike going to connect on Quick, but the Hex afterwards. They're on to Miracle here. Meanwhile, the jump forward trying to find the kill. The Black Hole, though, it connects on to 3. Do they have enough damage after the fact? Wukong's command out. It's doing so much now. On to ILTW, starting to drop down low, and he dies in the ring. GH wasn't able to get to him. Now the turn, looking to find something else here. Hex for a while, on to Miracle, trying to bring him down. Mickey right on top, but the jump away. Mickey, mind control, right on top of him. Silence, chase down, is it gonna be enough? They don't quite get it. Yule Scepter lift up now on to Miracle. Mickey, he eventually dies, has buyback, gonna use it now. Miracle surviving, doing so much with those side blades. Insania gets chased down and walloped. Dead again. Taiga has to back out there right on top of him, but he baited it. Oh, Flicker, it's too good. stun afterwards coming from that boundless strike, and LTW, he's now moving in. Pissed off about how this fight has gone as one by one. They start to fall, looking for the finish. Big Ed, can he do it all alone? I don't think so. Dead for 2 minutes, and they have a Luna. This could get ugly. Oh my god, did they just do it? Is that it?
I think they did. Some insane outplays coming out from Nigma. You know, one of the counter plays with Black Hole, he Black Holes all your heroes. You just buy back. Now Taiga has no Black Hole, and your throne's getting hit.
Insane fight from Miracle, who managed
two
to, I
arenas
think,
in that
live
fight, by
through
the way.
all of that. And now the chase down, looking for the finish. They want this so desperately. There's not enough left in the tank. Liquid are going to fall, as Nigma will not be denied. Kuro keeps his chance alive to keep going to every TI. What a finish. Oh
My god.
man.
Just such good team